likelihood of him being able to beat this Merab with what he came to the table with, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
But things change, you know. Fights are always different, you know. We say this, we say that, and all of a sudden we eat up our own words because things happen like you didn't think they were gonna happen. So it could happen. It's just unlikely scenario, and the likelihood of Sugar getting another title shot right away, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. He's gonna have to have two very, very impressive wins against top 3, top 4 guys, and they got to be impressive wins, or he's gonna have to have a 3-4 fight win streak before, if Merab is still champion.
God damn it, we prepared the absolute best we could.
Yeah.
That Merab, I feel like, was already a different Merab than we fought at the Sphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy is a fucking tank.
He felt different.
He's a goddamn machine.
I definitely felt like this kind of nervous feeling that I'm not used to, just because how the first fight played out, knowing his cardio is so crazy, knowing if it hits the ground, there's like, I knew I had worked on the takedown defense so much, I knew I was able to get up, but I'm like, I also know there's a chance that this fight plays out the same way it did. Like, so I was like in the back, I was more nervous this fight probably than I've ever been. Like, do you feel vulnerable? You're in the cage, like, all right, if this motherfucker grabs a hold of me, there's a chance that I can't get away from this little.
Funny story, Umar, we were in a car in Abu Dhabi, me, him, and his brother. And I remember telling him, because he was like saying he wants to fight Merab, which I get, the same weight class. It was like, how's he gonna beat me? How's he gonna beat me? And I was like, brother, he doesn't get tired and he's gonna shoot 100 times. And then his brother said something, his brother goes, well, he would defend 100 times. And I'm just like, I don't think you guys understand until you're actually in there. And then of course, we saw the fight and I'm like, I tried to tell you, brother. I did try to tell you. It's just, it's different.
Bueno, está Pari, por ejemplo.
Él es otro hipócrita, yo te lo digo. Yo recuerdo una vez compartimos una rueda de prensa y él me dijo una cosa que era, mira, yo estoy peleando en el main card, tú estás peleando en los preliminares, tipo una bobada así. Y yo ahora me pregunto, yo tengo 2 cinturones, ¿tú dónde estás? ¿Sabes? ¿Quién es Paddy Pimblett ahora mismo y por qué se tendría que merecer ahora mismo pelear conmigo? La verdad que si pudiera yo elegir una pelea, pelearía con él porque cae fatal, la verdad. Cae como el culo. Y a mí me encantaría regalarle ese combate a todos los fanáticos porque desde hace mucho tiempo yo creo que dentro de la UFC no se ve una pelea de verdad. 2 personas que de verdad se quieren pegar. Y qué mejor que pegarse delante de todo el mundo y regalarles un espectáculo. Yo sé lo que va a pasar y no va a ser ningún bien para él.
¿Qué va a pasar?
Lo que ha pasado con todos.
I am leaning towards Ilia Topuria. I think the power in the hands is significant. Of course, he has the wrestling to probably be able to stop the takedowns, but more importantly, he's coming up to 155. I say this all the time. Everybody should move up a weight class and stop cutting so much weight. Remember, Charles Oliveira used to fight at 145, came up to 55, reinvented himself, became one of the most exciting fighters, and of course was a champion. So it's not like Charles Oliveira is going to have some massive size advantage. Ilia Topuria, in the footage that we've seen online, he looks big, he looks bulked up, he's going to be able to hit harder, he'll take a better shot, the cardio is going to be better, and just all round, he will be a much more improved athlete. Everybody should move up a weight class. I've said this a million times, I won't go on about it. However, as I say, I'm leaning towards Ilia, but anything can happen in a mixed martial arts fight.
Watch when Andrew's fighting where his chin goes up. That's such a bad habit. And guys that are really long and tall and elusive love to do this. And you'll see some of the most brutal KOs if guys lift that chin up high. Yeah, I'd love to see him spar some higher level guys. You should bring in Yuri Prohashka, Jamal Hill, and Khalil Roundtree Jr. See how this style works out for you.
In my personal opinion, Khamzat ain't really what, we think. But regardless of that, though, I feel like with me and Usman, I'm gonna show them, there's gonna be a night-day difference with Hamzat's performance over Kamaru Usman and then my performance that I'm gonna have.
I love it. I love Islam coming up. I would say at one point I probably would have been a little annoyed with it, but I'm older and I'm wiser now. And then at the same time, I love Islam, and I really care for him. So if this was the decision that he wanted to make and chose to make, then I'm all for it. And as it pertains to me as a fighter, yeah, I love it. I mean, he goes out there, Islam comes up. Yeah, he's absolutely, I believe he's next to challenge for that title as a champion going up. You absolutely should get that opportunity if you're willing to vacate his belt like he did. I love it. I think him and Jack, I think that's a fantastic fight. I don't count Jack out, and that's the thing I don't want to say I hate. It's just, I guess it's part of the sport, but Jack is a very formidable opponent, and I said it even before his last fight. I said, this is a guy, you sleep on him, he will ruin your day. And he went out there and he ruined Bilal's year, not just his day. JDM is definitely no easy out for anybody. So it's not just a shoe-in. Islam's going to come in and get that belt. I do think Islam has the ability to do it, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I mean, current pound for pound versus former pound for pound, I think that's a blockbuster, So that would be a great outing to go out there and get another blockbuster before I sail off.
When Belal Muhammad was champion, there was a reason to fight Belal Muhammad, right? He had a title. Let's be honest here. We're not the best of friends, but I don't wish him any bad. But what do you have to offer me? You gonna give me a side deal? You gonna throw me a little extra cash on the side? If he's willing to do that, maybe, but who knows?
Usman, I'm cheering for you. I know you said there's nothing there for you with me next, but I want to see you win. Then I want to see you in the cage.
Good job. All right, hey, go get the big one. Yeah, go get the big green one. Get the big green one. Yeah, get the big green one. The green one. Get the big green one. Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's 8 mega rolls. Good work. Okay. Now get the other one. Get the other one. Yes. There we go. Nice. Good work. Good work. Good work. There we go. Boom. Good job. Good job, dude. Pick this up. Oh, that boy's strong. Put it on top of the green one. Good job.
And this one.
That one. Yep, get it. Bring it over there.
Hey, I see something in here.
Oh, you see something? Oh, what is it? Oh.
It's avocado.
Avocado's your favorite.
Avocado.
One thing the family really wanted to do was to get Ben, like this was priority number one. They wanted to get Ben from Nevada, where he was, to Wisconsin. Just geographically speaking, if this is to be the end, they wanted it in Wisconsin. So at some point in this story, we all find out that Ben needs a lung transplant. There was a hole in his lung. And to the information that I've been given, we don't have an answer as to how, or a guess as to even why, was there a hole in his lung. But while the family is working on that, they were able to get Ben from Nevada to Wisconsin. So there is currently reports going around that Ben is at home, which is kind of like, sigh of relief. Okay, great sign. You know, it looked like it could be the end, and this septic business and this pneumonia business and the hole in the lung, but he's home. Well, just to explain, what was meant by home is he's no longer in the care of a facility in Nevada. He is in the care of a facility in Wisconsin.
I want to report to you guys that he is now back home in Wisconsin. He's with his family.
Ben being home just means in his home state. It means he's in Wisconsin. He does still very much need those prayers and thoughts.
I think Umar's a perfect matchup. I think you've improved enough to where I think you'd be able to handle his grappling, and I think you would knock Umar out. I totally think you would starch Umar.
No, God!